We have the Unova Global Tour going down this weekend on Saturday and Sunday from 10 until 6 p.m. And in this video, we're gonna give you all the tricks, the tips, the strategies, what we learned from playing in Pasadena and move that into the Global Tour for you guys. So you know what time it is. Welcome to the Trader Club. Here we go. The Unova Tour was an absolutely legendary experience. I hope you guys had a fantastic time if you guys did go there. Once again, I just want to thank everybody for coming out, for showing me some love, for saying hi during the event, for getting a signature, a picture. You guys made my event extra special. And for everybody that did trade with me throughout the event, thank you so much. We finally did get a shundo, and thank you to Brian and Preston for making that event extra special from a trade perspective. And also, guys, I just want to let you know that number one, I am going to be in Mumbai for the City Safari Zone. Number two, I will be doing a cool experience in New Jersey. I will also be in Osaka. I am going to be in Paris, and it's going to be a ton of fun. And also during those events, I will be doing a what is the coolest thing I saw during that event. So if you want to come up to me and show some of your Pokemon that you do have, please do so. I will be making a video strictly from the coolest event encounters that I see. Whether it be that you caught it there, or whether it be a memory that you do have, please make sure to show those to me. Just want to give a big special shout out to Ray for bringing in some Lapras slabs. Man, you are incredible, bro. Also, if you guys do want to send anything to me, I do have a P.O. box if you do want to check it. That is something that I will feature on my stories. If you guys send me some cool stuff, I'd love to see what you guys do. And if you bring anything to an event, I will include it in that video as well. Man, what a legendary experience we had this weekend. So we're going to go over the tips. So this event is going down on March 1st and March 2nd from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. There's going to be a lot of things going on, but most importantly during these Unova tours is all of the shinies that we do have to encounter. I just want to start off with telling you guys, please make sure to have the appropriate gear playing in the appropriate place and have the appropriate bag space. What I mean by that is for your bag space, I would prefer that you guys have at least 1,000 spaces, because remember guys, if you are playing during the Unova Tour, you're probably going to want to save some Pokemon to trade for XL candy, right? Maybe you'll be hatching some Bouffalant, some Sigilyph, some Maractus. Maybe those Pokemon are not regionals for you guys and you don't have a ton of XL candy. You want to trade those. You're going to want to save those and trade those at a later time over 100 kilometers, or potentially wait until next season when we might be getting a guaranteed XL candy per trade, which is a common season bonus. So that's going to be important. So go through your bag and ask yourself those hard questions. Is it worth it? Do I need it? Does anybody ever ask it for trade? Is it going to be something that I could future trade with? Is it a future PvP Pokemon? And most importantly, if I delete it now, will it even matter? Most of the time you can delete those things, and I've been saving some lucky shiny legendaries from a trade perspective for the video. I did make that video up here where I did get a shundo. I went over all of those. So I'm probably going to be live streaming this week on YouTube. I don't know exactly what day, but I would really like to get rid of these Pokemon in my bag. So I'm excited to do that live stream with you. I will see you guys out there. We're going to be cleaning out my bag on the live stream, so please make sure to tune in to make sure you see what I delete if you guys have any questions. Not only that, you want to play in a great area, preferable place with a downtown area, probably more trainers, because there's going to be something in there as well that I'm going to talk to you guys about, and it's going to be doing party play. Party play is going to be a huge thing because you will be able to get 4 encounters throughout the weekend. When we were at the Unova Tour, all it was simple tasks like spinning 20 stops. There's 2 perspectives from the party play. Number one, you're going to be able to get Durant, you're going to be able to get Heatmore, you're also going to be able to get Sock as well as Throw. They all can have shinies. Those are going to be encounters through party play. And for all of those research encounters that include Throw, Sock, as well as the Heatmore and Durant, the Throw 100% IV will be 1,098. The Sock will be 1,194. The Heatmore is going to be 1,026, and the Durant is going to be 1,140. And those are going to be all research tasks coming from each and every encounter when in party play, so stay in your party throughout the entire weekend. Not only that, you can share items from a much more discounted perspective. Sharing items when in party play, if you guys do share 2 items each, you have 4 people in your party, guess what? That's going to be everybody sharing 2 and receiving 4. right? So if we do that perspective, it is going to double everything that you do share if everybody shares an equal amount. So sharing incenses, sharing lucky eggs, and sharing star pieces, you can only share a certain amount. But if you guys are consistent and making sure you are aware throughout the weekend, you guys can capitalize on this. That's why playing with friends is going to be awesome. And then playing in an area that has a bunch of Pokestops that people are going to be luring, that won't be taking a huge burden on you just to lure by yourself, but everybody can contribute toward those lures. And if you're playing in somewhere like an even better city, like New York, like Singapore even, Tokyo, things like that, and you're able to get a lure module down and there's a lot of trainers playing, you will be able to add to your picnicker badge, and that's always a fun thing to be able to see. I love to see the picnicker go up. I was able to get a few lures down during the Unova tour at the Pasadena Stadium, and we were able to get all the way to 150,000. I love that. Not only that, guys, you want to be hydrated. Please make sure to have water with you. Probably put some electrolytes in those water, which we will be coming out with something very soon for you guys to make sure you stay hydrated. And then finally, please make sure to have a good quality pair of shoes to stay warm if you need to. Have your battery packs charged because those are going to be important throughout the day, and also have an auto catcher. More than likely, you guys are going to be doing raid battles. Having an auto catcher such as a plus plus. Most importantly, the modded plus pluses are my favorite thing in the game because you can auto throw great and ultra balls, and you can auto spin stops as well. And if you can't do that, having something like a dual catchmon, a gotcha, a regular Pokemon Go Plus, those things all work out for you as well at a base perspective where you're able to auto throw some things. I don't like the old Pokemon Go Pluses because you can't auto throw everything else on the list. You can, but if you only have a plus, you can do that. All right, so there is the breakdown of your preparation, getting you guys ready there. Let's jump into the event tips. All trainers throughout the weekend will receive 2 bonuses. Half hatch distance. So what I'm going to suggest you guys do is go into this event with 12 kilometer eggs. You guys have a few days to be able to collect those. It's not too hard. Hatch an egg. Do not spin a stop. While you're hatching that egg, battle 6 rockets. Then you will get a leader radar. Once you have that radar, you're going to be able to hatch that egg. As soon as that egg hatches, do not spin a stop, go and battle the leader, and then you're going to get a 12 kilometer. Do all 9 first, then you can spin as many stops as you want throughout, and then you add the 3 on the bottom. And if you have to hatch any of those and you're like getting impatient, you have all 12 stacked, hatch 1 from the 3 shelf in the bottom because it will not affect spinning stops. If you do hatch 1 from the 9, if you spin a stop, you're going to get an extra egg. Not only that, you're going to get 6 special trades for each day for a grand total of 12. Please make sure to do those. Even if you're like, well, I don't have anybody to do it with that I'm lucky with, that's fine. Remember, you are going to be able to get a trinket if you do the premier version, well, I guess it's called the Deluxe, of this battle pass that's in the shop. You're going to be able to get that, so please make sure to do that. You only have 14 days to be able to use the trinket, so I will be able to have 2 of those guys, 1 from the Pasadena and then also 1 from that. That's exciting. Not only that, you're going to get half stardust costs. So if you have to trade, I would prefer with the best friend. You're looking for a shiny, it's only going to cost you 20,000 as opposed to 40. If you're great friends, it's going to be 40 instead of 80. I don't even like to go after beyond that, but I did do it for Brian this weekend and it paid off tremendously if you guys want to see that Shundo video. So even for those people that do not have lucky friends, just swap a random shiny. It's totally okay. Use those trades, or even if it's just a random legendary, even if it's just a Kyurem from the weekend, do that because it could go lucky, and it could go lucky hundo or even a non-lucky hundo. So it's worth to even do, even if you don't have any lucky friends. And then let's not forget that shiny Meloetta will be making its debut. It will be a paid research story, but this is going to be what we're going to be searching for. And the Meloetta 100% IV will be 1702, so please make sure to look out for that. Hopefully you guys do get that Shundo. I would love it if, I know this is asking for a lot, but man, I have the 100% IV Meloetta. If I got the Shundo, it would make my collection insane. And let's not forget that there's going to be new special backgrounds that are most importantly going to affect Zekrom, Reshiram, as well as Kyurem. So the backgrounds will be as follows. Reshiram will actually be getting a black version of the background to give it a contrast. The Zekrom will be able to get a white version. The Kyurem can get either the black or the white version when rating for it. There is a chance, it is not guaranteed. And then if the Kyurem does get shiny with that background, that means that whenever you fuse it, it will be a shiny fusion, okay? But the backgrounds have to pair oppositely. So if you have the Reshiram with the black, it has to go with the Kyurem with the white. And if it's shiny, obviously that doesn't really matter for the background, but it will matter for the Pokemon. That will be a shiny fusion with a combination new background, and that's going to be something cool. It has to be the opposing background, but it's going to be awesome and very highly desired for trades. And let's not forget about the Deerling. The Deerling will be spawning throughout the weekend. They are brand new shiny and they are desirable. From the Unova tour in person, it was a very challenging one to be able to get, but if you guys can get it, it's going to be valuable. The only one I still need is going to be the Winter Deerling. That's going to have the brown body. I have all the other shinies and I'm excited to hopefully add that one to my collection. And then let's not forget about the eggs that are going on during this event. We do have the regional 10-kilometer eggs that are going to be hatching, but we have other eggs as well. In 2-kilometer eggs, we're going to be getting Roggenrola, Timber, Carablast, Shelmet, and Larvesta. And don't forget that the Larvesta 100% IV will be 855 coming from that. That is going to be one that's going to be the most desirable for me. I really want that Larvesta, and also I need one more from the 10-kilometer eggs, and that's going to be the Maractus. Maractus. And the Timber is going to be 751. And then in the 5-kilometer eggs, let's not forget, we do have the Throw, Sock, Heatmore, Durant, and Larvesta. For the Throw, 100% IV from eggs is going to be 1464. For the Sock, it's going to be 1593. Then for the Heatmore, it's going to be 1368, and the Durant will be 1519. And please make sure to go to my Twitter at the Trainer Club with 2Bs and download the background for this weekend. You have all the raid IVs on there, including some of the special ones that you guys are going to need. And then let's not forget about the 10-kilometer eggs. These are the regionals as well as Larvesta, extremely valuable. The 100% IV for the Maractus will be $12.99 from eggs. For the Sigilyph will be $14.57, and the Bouffalant will be $15.98. So that is everything you need to encounter, and do not forget to dive into routes this weekend. So please make sure to be constantly doing routes, because on the routes you can get the red and the blue striped basculin. Unfortunately, the white will not be out there. Unfortunately, I was able to get both throughout the weekend. If you guys do want to see the Unova Tour vlog where you can see all the shinies that are out there, you can check it out here. So let's talk about some of the research that's going to be able to get you some stuff this weekend. So the Tour Pass Deluxe is going to be $14.99. It looks like it's pretty lucrative to be able to get some cool stuff this weekend, including the most desirable item, which is going to be the Lucky Trinket. You guys do not want to overlook that Lucky Trinket. You can become lucky friends with anybody on your friends list as long as you are great friends. And even if you are not friends from the Unova Tour, we were able to get 14 days on this trinket. I believe that it's still going to maintain the same mechanism when you do get it from this global deluxe pass. By getting that, that means you would have 14 days, which means in that you can become great friends with anybody in the game that you haven't even been friends with, because that only takes 7 days, but you have to do it each and every day to be able to get it. The Meloetta is going to be $4.99. If you guys do want to do that, I suggest you do it, but it's up to you. And then there's going to be the Raids ticket. The Raids ticket's going to get you additional 5,000 XP awarded. You're going to get 1 additional candy from 5-star raids, 1 additional XL candy, 2 times stardust, and 1 additional free raid pass per day by spinning Pokestops. In the Meloetta, you're going to get a shiny Meloetta, the t-shirt, 10 of all of the candies of a bunch of Pokemon, 14,000 XP, 2 rare candy XL, 3 rare candies, 5 rare candies for trainer level 30 and up, 60 Ultra Balls, 3 Unova Stones, 5 Golden Raspberries, 5 Silver Pineapple Berries, 1 Lore Module, 2 Incense, and more. And let's not forget about the hatch, which is going to be $4.99. Will be 2 times hatch XP, 2 times hatch stardust, 2 times hatch candy, the black and the white hoodie. You're going to get 1 super incubator, 4,000 stardust, and more. So for me personally, that stuff is worth it. But if it is not worth it for you, that is okay and understandable. But I like to enhance my experience when I play. I don't really play too many other video games that I spend money on, and most importantly, I'm out here to have fun, maximize my experience. And then let's talk about raid battles. So we do have Pikachu, that's going to be in 1-star raids with all of the hats. In the 3-star raids, we're going to be getting Druddigon, and then in the 5-star raids, you're going to get the Reshiram, the Zekrom, the black and the white Kyurem. The Kyurems are going to be able to catch you the regular Kyurem. If you guys do want the complete counter guide with all the information about all those Pokemon, check it out up here. That's going to help you master those raids. And then when you catch those, you're going to get the fusion energy. It is random. It doesn't matter how fast you take it down. It goes from 80, I believe, to 110 is what I saw for the most part. And that's going to be how you maximize that experience. But the 100% IVs for the Kyurem will be 2,024 at raid level, or if it's weather boosted in snow or windy weather, 2,553 at level 25. For the Reshiram and the Zekrom, they're going to have the same 100% IVs. It's going to be 2,307 at level 20. There's going to be weather boost for those Pokemon. Both will be boosted in windy. Additionally, the Zekrom will be boosted in rainy weather. That's going to take it at 2,884 at level 25. And that same 2,884 will be affected by windy weather for the Reshiram and sunny weather for that Reshiram as well. The Druddigon 100% IV will be 1,561 or weather boosted in windy weather at 1,951 at level 25. And then for the Pikachu, it's going to be 536 or weather boosted in rainy weather at 670. So my main focus here for you guys is to make sure to get as much fusion energy as possible. I want you guys to have at least 2,000 each, which means you can do 2 fusions. You can unfuse, but you do not get that fusion energy back. You're going to have to reuse it. So having at least 2, these Pokemon are extremely strong, and in that counter guide, I break down where and how they sit in the game, where they fit, and what the best positions they are. And just for an update in PvP, I told you guys I would for the Master League. Let's check out where they sit. The number 1 Pokemon overall is Palkia in the origin form. The number 2 is going to be the Black Kyurem with Shadow Claw, Free Shock, and Fusion Bolt. Then we have the Zygarde in the complete form, the Solgaleo, and the white Kyurem with Ice Fang, Fusion Flare, and Ice Burn. And both of these moves do have specific adventure effects as well. And in order to fuse these Pokemon, you will have to have Glaciate on your Kyurem. Glaciate should be able to call it through your weekend. If you have one that's previous that doesn't have it, you're gonna have to Elite TM to be able to get it on it. And then when you fuse it, it will get this specific move. For the black Kyurem, you're gonna be able to get the Free Shock. Free Shock is going to cast Electrical Ice for 10 minutes. It's gonna cost 5,000 Stardust and 5 candy. It's gonna immobilize Pokemon during encounters and also make Pokemon easier to catch, including with connected accessory devices. So all Pokemon will be able to be easier caught. The one cool thing about this is what you could do is you could use it while you are doing an adventure incense if you want to try to catch the Galarian birds, because it's going to immobilize them, which means to me that they're not going to be jumping and they're not going to be doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff such as attacking, and then it's going to allow you to be able to catch these Pokemon easier. So if you do get a Galarian bird encounter on this, that would be very helpful. And the white version is going to get the Ice Burn. Ice Burn surrounds Pokemon with an ultra cold freezing wind for 10 minutes, slows down the target ring during encounters, making it easier to land excellent throws, also makes Pokemon much easier to catch, including with connected devices. So if we're looking at the difference between the two, the black says it's easier to catch, and the white from the Ice Burn is going to be much easier to catch. So I think that that is the one to use when you're going after it. However, the other one does have an advantage that it doesn't allow the Pokemon to move when you're trying to catch it. So this week we're going to be trying to do that to see how it does work and see if we can catch a Galarian bird with it. All right, so that's everything you need to know about everything until the spawns of the event. The spawns will switch up every hour for the entire 8 hours. So you're going to get 2 hours of each habitat, and it looks to be that both days are going to have the moving habitats. Usually it's like day 1 is going to be the moving habitats and day 2 is a little bit more focused on raids. It could be that and have all the spawns populate generally, but I'm just going to give you the information so that you have it, and if that does happen, just know that day 2 will not be rotating. I'm assuming that it is because it doesn't look like it inclines that it's not, but if it is not, that is going to be the situation. The winter caverns will be from 10 until 11 and from 2 until 3. The spawns are going to be Oshawott, Roggenrola, Woobat, Drillbur, Tortuga, Minccino, Vanillite, Deerling, Joltik, Clink, Tynamo, Axew, Cubchoo, and Cryogonal. So the Pokemon in here that stick out are going to be the Clink. Obviously the Deerling in each and every time will stick out. And then also for this one, the Axew is pretty good as well, especially if you get a good quality shiny. And let's not forget about Drillbur that does go into Excadrill, in the Shadow Excadrill, and in the Dynamax Excadrill. So this Pokemon is valuable for PvP and for meta attackers. And as far as PvP goes, the Samurai in the Great League is ranked 71 with Fury Cutter, the Comde move of Hydrokin and Megahorn at a 0-14-14. The Haxorus in the Master League is going to be ranked 109 with Dragon Tail, Breaking Swipe, and Night Slash. Those are 15, 15, 15, 100% IVs. Great Pokemon to lucky trade there. And the Spring Soirée is going to go from 11 till 12 and from 3 until 4. The spawns are going to be Snivy, Pansage, Munna, Audino. And remember, Audino is a Stardust boosted Pokemon. This Pokemon will give you a tremendous amount of Stardust. I suggest you guys are on Star Pieces, especially during this hour if you are on none other ones, because of this Audino encounter. And please make sure to come in with Golden Raspberries from your raids this weekend so you can maximize, because this one is a challenging one to catch, and you also want to talk about the ball count. You guys need a ton of Great and Ultra Balls. If you guys can look at going in with at least 1,000, preferably 1,500 to be able to manage you for the weekend. I am totally out from the Unova Tour. I went in with 2,200 and I used them over 3 days, and I actually ran out before Sunday was over. There's going to be Timber, Swaddle, Venipede, Cottony, Petalil, Ducklet, Spring Deerling, Foongus, Alomomola, and Ferroseed. And also Foongus is a Stardust boosted Pokemon, so this hour is an absolute must to have on your star piece, especially if it's partly cloudy weather for sure, and if it's sunny weather, you will get the boost to the Foongus. The Serperior in the Great League is going to be ranked 54 with Vine Whip, Frenzy Plant, and Aerial Ace. 100% IVs will be at 0, 10, 15. The Ferrothorn in the Ultra League will be ranked 103 with Bullet Seed, Power Whip, and Flash Cannon. 100% IVs at 7, 14, 15. And the Summer Vacation is going to go from 12 until 1 and from 4 until 5. Here we'll find the Tepig, Lillipup, Pansear, Pidove, Blitzel, Timpole, Darumaka, Dwebble, Archon, Trubbish, Deerling, Summerform, Emolga, Stunfisk, and Rufflet. So there are some cool rare shinies in there, such as Rufflet, such as Emolga. Remember, all the Panpour, Pansage, and Pansear are all going to be valuable shinies, especially if it's one from out of your region, so please make sure not to overlook that. Also, Trubbish is a Stardust boosted Pokemon, so go after that. And also, as always, the Deerling. The Emolga is best ranked at 57 in the Great League with Thundershock, Acrobatics, and Discharge at a 0, 13, 15. The Stunfisk will be 17 in the Great League with Thundershock, Mud Bomb, and Discharge at a 0, 12, 15. In the Ultra League, it'll be ranked 28 with the same exact moveset at all 15s maxed out. And the final habitat is going to be the Autumn Masquerade. That's going to go from 1 until 2 and from 5 until 6. Here we are going to find the Patrat, Purloin, Pampor, Scraggy, Yamask, Gothita, Solosis, Deerling, Autumn Form, Frillish, both male and female, Elgium, Litwick, Golett, and Dino. So for this one, personally, I was able to get it throughout the weekend was the Solosis as well as the Gothita. The Deerling is obviously going to be something that I desire as well. The Scraggy is one that I do not have the shiny of, and I hopefully can put that in the bag since I was not able to over the weekend. I also need some of the Frillish shinies as well as the Panpour. The Kofragrigus ranked 92 in the Ultra League with Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball, and Dark Pulse at a 10, 15, 15. That one is going to be at level 50, so it will require 296 XL candy. Hydreigon is going to be ranked 42 in the Master League at Dragon Breath, Brutal Swing Comde move, and Flash Cannon, and that's going to be all 15s. Throughout the weekend, you are going to be seeing Pikachu with the 4 different hats, so hopefully you do collect the shinies. And please make sure to run Incense throughout the entire weekend because you will be able to get unknown shinies of UNOV, which is a brand new one, and A. And then we're going to have field research throughout the weekend as well, so please make sure to stay on top of this. Pikachu will be coming out of it. 402 is going to be the 100% IV. We don't know what the field research is as of yet. In the Unova Tour, it was going to be power up a Pokemon 5 times. If it is that, I suggest that you guys go with level 1 Pokemon. Anytime you catch a Pokemon that has the bar all the way at the bottom, please make sure to save that Pokemon, especially if it is matching some of those tasks to power up, and make sure to do that. The research throughout the event was reset every hour, so hopefully it will reset every hour throughout this Unova Tour as well. Global, I can't guarantee that, but I hope it does for all of your sakes. And then also you're going to be an increased chance of getting extra small and extra large Basculin. The Basculin 100% IVs will be 896, and the Deerlings also going to be coming out of research will be 486 for the hundos. So guys, this event is going to be good. It's going to be fun. It's going to go by quick. Please make sure to stay on top of everything. Get my graphics so you can have it as your phone screen background. As I do have right here, you can see I have all of the raid things going on right there. So all I have to do is lock my phone, open it, and boom, I have all the 100% IVs. I will be updating it so you guys can have it all this weekend. Can't wait to see your wins. Make sure to share your wins on Twitter with me. Can't wait to see you guys very soon. Love and appreciate you guys. Make sure to check out all my videos to keep you up to date with all the tips. So thank you guys for being here as always. To all of my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes your support, subscription, and participation to excellent. I'm going to see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.